Okay, gorgeous community. Third time is a charm. We've been having some technical issues today, but let me know if you're here. Let me know if you're watching live, if you're a part of this conversation. And if you are watching on the replay, then maybe you can just give us a little cheeky hashtag replay. And that just helps us to spread the video and to get it going wherever it needs to be. So I'm coming in today to talk about something that is so close to my heart, because it has been probably the biggest challenge, or one of the biggest challenges that I've had to face in my love life and in my relationships. Okay. It's something that I see a lot of people struggling with, and we're gonna talk about this because it's really the biggest barrier to you experiencing everything that you want to be experiencing, okay? I want to start with a question. And my question for you is, honestly, how difficult is it for you to experience long periods of connection and peace in your close relationships? Okay? How hard is it for you to experience long periods of connection and peace? If your answer is, okay, Abby, it's actually pretty hard for me to do that, then this is the video for you, because we are here to talk about being wired for stress and for chaos in our relationships, okay? Now, I don't mean that you're hardwired for stress. I don't mean that you were born destined to have stressful relationships. But what I mean is, for some of us, because of the way we grew up, maybe in a chaotic environment, maybe our needs weren't always met, or maybe there was high levels of stress that we experienced when we were growing up in our relationships. What that does to us, gorgeous community, and I'm sure you're aware of this, is that it changes the way that you relate to people. Okay? So when we have an experience when we're young that says, actually, when I relate with people, it's really stressful, we start to take that relationship blueprint and we internalize it. Okay, so now love equals stress. Love equals chaos or unpredictability. And so we internalize that message, and then we reenact it again and again and again and again. So some of the ways that you can tell if you have this relationship blueprint that says love is stress are, feeling really anxious when things are going well. Excuse me, sorry. Bad timing. When things are going well. Okay, so if you have a few days with your partner or with the person who you're dating, and everything's going well, the conversations are good, there's nothing to report, it's very even keel. If you find yourself feeling anxious about that level energy in your love life, then the chances are that you're actually used to chaos. Is this resonating with you? Let me know in the comments. Your body doesn't know what to do with the peace. Okay, you might even interpret the peace as boring, right? Like if we're not, and hey River, it's so good to see you. We're talking about being wired for chaos. And when we are wired for chaos in our love life, sometimes that steady feeling of peace and of connection and things are going well can actually feel like a lack of passion. We can interpret this as we're not passionately connecting. We're not as close as we would be if we were embroiled in some kind of fight or argument. And so sometimes when we're wired in this way, because of our upbringing, we can actually create conflict in order to feel close, in order to feel passionately caring for each other. Like that's what we have associated care and passion and love with. The fighting, the arguments, the tension, the wrestling. And so when we have just a few days of peace, nice activities together, good conversation, a nice balance of being together and being separate, all of a sudden that can feel boring and scary because our blueprint tells us that's not love. Love is up and down. Love is massive highs and crashing lows. So how do I feel about this? About this steadiness, okay? And that association with love equals stress, connection equals stress, can be so ingrained in us that when we have finally found a person who is available and willing to be there with us, rather than feeling safe in that connection, rather than feeling secure in that connection, we start to worry, right? Like, can I trust in this feeling to stay? Because my history tells me that the calm is always followed by the storm. So sometimes another reason that we can start conflicts or kind of emotionally spiral in our love life is because at least then we feel like we have some kind of control over the chaos, right? Let me know if this is resonating. At least I can control the chaos. Now, I'm not saying that you're literally thinking this in your brain. My experience of this, and this is coming from someone who grew up with a parent who had mental health issues and addiction issues. And my story is exactly this, that I associated those highs and those lows with love. And actually my earliest relationships were very defined by these big romantic highs and then the crashing lows. the passionate first year of being together, followed by just collapse of the relationship. And I had such a shock when I met my emotionally available partner. Okay, I had such a shock. And at one point, I even started taking note of how many days my body would allow me to feel safe and secure and at peace in the relationship. And I was shocked to discover that really my body would give me about 2 or 3 days. 2 or 3 days, gorgeous community, of peace before something started feeling very panicky in the background. Okay? And the challenge with this is that it really doesn't matter if the person you're dating or if the person you're in a relationship with changes and does all of the things that you want them to do. You know, like if you're upset with them and they change the behavior, you're still going to find something else to feel anxious about if you are hardwired for stress. Okay? Because it's written in our blueprint. This is what love is. This is what my body believes that love is. And so I really believe that our great work, if we have this wounding, is to shift our relationship blueprint. Okay? We're all here to have an amazing relationship. We've all signed that wish, you know, that declaration to ourselves. I want a badass relationship. I want an amazing, connected, juicy relationship. But here's the thing. Just because our mind wants that doesn't mean that our body wants that, trusts that, embraces that, feels comfortable with that, or pursues that. Okay? It's our body that holds the key. So let me know, gorgeous community, if you've experienced this, if you've doubted something that is good, but your body just can't allow you to rest into that. Or if you've been in a relationship that had the wild highs and the wild lows, if you experience that anxiety when things are calm, you worry, maybe the other person's losing interest, or maybe it won't always be this good. If these are some of the things that you struggle with, then it may be that your blueprint is wired for chaos, but the good news is that you can shift that. Okay, I know because I have done that. This is my life's work when it comes to loving, is learning how to embrace the connection and the security. To learn how can I be connected with you and also feel safe. And if you're the partner who is usually much more shut down, like if you're the partner who doesn't feel your emotions as strongly, but your partner does, and it's your partner who detonates every few days or collapses every few days, then I want to challenge you as well, because if you are attracting a partner like that into your life, then chances are you also have a blueprint that is wired for stress. A relationship blueprint that says love is stress. Okay? Because you've attracted that and co-created that in your love life. So let me know in the comments, have you experienced this? Okay, how does this show up for you? Where do you find yourself getting nervous, anxious? Where do you find yourself struggling with embracing the peace and the safety and the security? And if you've worked through this or you're working through this right now, I would love to know in the comments what has helped you. Share this with the rest of the group. We can always learn and grow from hearing each other's stories. So, gorgeous community, if this is resonating, if you want more videos on shifting your relationship blueprint, healing your anxiety that is still living in your love life today, if you would like me to tell you more about my journey and what has worked and is working for me, then let me know in the comments. I am always here to answer your questions or to have conversations with you, and I would love to support you in this journey. So our Love Hub right now is closed for admission. We're halfway through it already, and we're having amazing results, but I do have availability for my one-to-one mentoring. So if you're looking for support, if you are looking to really transform that relationship blueprint so that you can love with security and with safety, and you can find that sense of peace within yourself when it comes to love, then reach out to me because I would love to support you. I am sending so much love to you, gorgeous communities. I hope you're having an amazing day. Let me know if you want more videos like this, and I will see you back in the community really, really soon. Mwah!